Hey everyone, Leon Gregory here, Brookfield, Wisconsin, day 43 of my video challenge. And tonight, the subject is, do you have negative people in your life? Interesting subject, isn't it? We all have negative people in our life. It's what we do about it, and that in our life, and that shows the type of person that we are. Now, I used to belong to that negative family and the old woe is me clan. And, it was always everybody else's fault. It was never mine. I got, oh, why did this guy make more money than me and he doesn't know as much as I do? And yeah, I was there. I was fully entrenched. But I changed. And how did I change? Well, first, not to be religious and everything here, but first I accepted Jesus into my life, and that helped me look at life through a whole new set of eyes. Plus, I started reading and listening to tapes, and not just reading and listening, but putting it to practice. You know what I mean? Going out and working at it. And because change like that doesn't come easy. And, I've always been kind of yeah, I've always been a pretty friendly guy, but I could fall into those, you know, I could fall in with the negative people very easily. Not, not very much anymore. Prime example, I have an older gentleman at work, and his name's Bob. Now I'm disguising his name, and it's actually spelt B-O-B. I'm using it backwards. And, but, you know, since I started at this place, he's always been cranky and negative. And oh my God, 1 week he's gonna shoot himself. Next week he's gonna quit the job because, he's getting too old for all the BS and that, and he's gonna get a job at Wall Mart, and and this week, the last 2 weeks, he swears he's gonna be fired. And I went up to him today because I go up to everybody every morning and I wish them good morning and ask them how's their day going. And, most of the time, but I still do it because one of these days somebody's going to say to me, because they always ask me, well, how's your day going? And I always say, well, fantastic, and just happy to be here. And, it leaves them scratching their heads. But anyhow, so Bob this time, he swears, he was glad I stopped by so that he could say his goodbyes, and how he had cleaned out his toolbox and took his radio home and everything, because they usually do their firing early on Friday mornings and that, so he was ready. He was ready. He knew for sure in his own mind that he was going to get fired. And I didn't know what he expected from me, but first thing I asked him was, well, what do you got left in your toolbox that I could have? What do you want to give me, Bob? Sorry you took your radio home. That's one thing I could really use. And, this is so funny because Bob's whole attitude changed. He got all pissed off at me for asking for stuff, that he just got done saying I'll never use again anyhow. So I figured, well, if you're never going to use it again, might as well give it to somebody that can use it. So anyhow, all during the course of the day and that, I was hearing from all different people about, oh man, what a can of worms you opened up with Bob. You've just been ranting and raving all day long. Not only is he going to get fired, but Leon's asking for stuff out of his toolbox and that. I'm sorry. It's way too funny. Just way too funny. So, you can, what I found is you can either join the person's pity party or you can start a party of your own. And I choose to start the party of my own. And, one thing I'll give Bob credit for, he's not the really cranky old guy he was when I first started there and that. He talks to me quite a bit now. And, his attitude has changed somewhat, but You know, today he just had me going. I couldn't help myself. So anyhow, boy, brain fart there. Anyhow, what what you can do, you know, is you can stay in the negative frame of mind. You can change your mind and go more toward the positive side. And you know, myself, I actually feel because of the way I've developed and who I've become in that is what has led us to the Empower Network, and to surround ourselves with such great people, such great thinkers, such great minds, and to be able to use their knowledge to advance my future. I am very blessed. My wife and I both, and you could have that too. And if it does interest you, what you need to do is go down, read through my description, and click on the link, and that'll take you to the website that you're going to watch the video. That's right, watch the video, and get out your debit credit card, join us, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Probably do part 2 on this tomorrow night. So have a great day tomorrow. It's Friday, end of the week, end of the work week for us working stiffs, and we'll talk to you then.